Is this right? They occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by the loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Present. Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to postmortem report, I take it. Sorry, yes, that's right. Postmortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh, I see. I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. We clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. We should assume that the victim was shot at close range. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence to... Okay, modern scientific evidence, I see. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. Very well. I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. Certainly, Your Excellency. So without further ado, in order to be better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was at the scene of the crime. This is it then. I may have worked out with the professor. Professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Yes, clearly. Defense large day, not me. That doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help we can give would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Well, first piece of effective advice is rein in the crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. Rein in that crazy headband and control coaster. Okay. Waiter is here. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please. Wow, he's serious for once. I was not expecting it. Hosonaga, okay. Head waiter, okay. Yeah, exactly. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Well, it really should. As everyone knows, the capital Saudi's quarter was developed for foreign visitors some year ago. Full of hotels accommodated overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the strict so-called restaurants. Occidental Eatery? Is that what it said? Kindly everything you know about the incident. At once, sir. Please. Aspiring? Maybe aspiring? On the day in question, we have few diners. Lunchtime rush was over and there was only 3 tables still occupied. That fits with my memory of it too. There's hardly anyone else in the place. It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what happened. I found the victim, an Englishman, slumped in the chair. Standing immediately beside him, gun in the hand. A gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor. I didn't shoot him. Alright. Drop at the appropriate time, you will be penalized, defended Naruhodo. Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, you must just quietly listen to the witness. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we saw in the court here today? Yes, without question. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? No. There was no one else around that table but deceased Englishman and a university student. Wait, what did you say? There is no one else around that table? That's... not right. To say hello. There was a woman sitting opposite of him at the table. Really? That's not something the waiter could have missed. But still, what should I do? Let's wait and see. I wouldn't, well, I certainly want to say something, but I was told not to interject. Goodness, okay. Your parents tell you to study. You're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you? I suppose I am. I'd never have gotten into university otherwise. But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know? If you don't want to say what you want right now, you'll seriously regret it and feel finally guilty. Alright, you've scared me now. In a hurry. Something I want to say. I'm just going to shut my eyes and say it.
Yes!
Just a moment, please. Wasn't alone that day, I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting next to him at the same table. What are we going to do with you? Squad for court proceedings. I'm beginning to wonder if you're a fraud. A fraud. Is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? This gentleman came to dine alone. Okay. I actually have a rough plan of restaurant. Please take a look if you'd like to. Sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume. I stood at the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Did the record as evidence. Here you are. Okay. He's been completely calm and collected until now. Okay, let's see what we can find in the business card. The court has now heard the process of the case. At the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem to be a black and white case. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. You may have some small reprieve in terms of inevitable punishment. Alright. Defense, if you are determined to pursue the matter further in this trial. As decisive evidence, Rob sworn witnesses who were present on the scene that day. What do you mean? Well, I am going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. At this stage. Aaron keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You've said it, Professor Mikotobo said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I believe you are innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing to now throw that trust back in your face? The accused is in fact innocent, and the defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever is necessary. Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet. Yonosuke? Defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. Prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. We'll see how decisive this evidence really is. Prosecutor Auchi, please continue with proceedings. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can also be a devil when I'm empty. Okay. Whatever you say. That dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. Okay. Who is the next witness? Bring it on. Why the two people? Kindly state your names and occupations for the court. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant IS and NOSA. Okay. I find employee has for fine articles. What? I can't understand. Trade from Rasute at humble premises in the 2nd district. Yurio Korekuta. Okay. And the soldier, what an unusual pairing. Present at the restaurant on the day in question. There must be diners at the table. I habitually take tea of the most excessive forum at the establishment in question, always posted. Infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curious with which I make business. Yeah, exactly. Me neither, bro. We're both in the same. Seeks to have a potential customer who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell elsewhere to him. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Although, to be honest, Sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. You both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident, is that correct? Affirmative. Attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. There's a black uniform rogue infantry over there who unloaded. Wait, what was that baby noise? But I'm almost sure I had a strange noise during the last thing he said. Position was threatening. Soldiers claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the beginning. Everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Is that a baby on his back? Okay. Witness testimony. Are we gonna get cross-examination now? Yeah, we are. I was ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having tactical decision with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. A firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's action inbound. And from the back. Wait, from the back? Did he say from the back? He said from the back, right? So you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment? Okay. Cruel, unforgivable enemy. Okay. When an English gentleman may be what are you doing? A sword. The true Rinosuke. Yes, all I did was pick up the gun when I saw it lying on the floor. I said hello. After I said it, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then when I had finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to a chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up... Well, if that's true, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who the criminal was. Rinosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witness. Do it now. In the testimony of these witnesses, the defendant is clearly guilty. Alright. Hey. Wait. Cross-examine time. Let's go! Searching objects. This is clear waste of time. Has no experience. How can he possibly carry out an cross-examination? Whether or not you think he's capable of it, it is irrelevant. Very well. Let me guess, the final case is gonna be me trying to defend Kazuma. That has to be the final case of this game. It feels very much like that. You have to expose the lies of the witness testimony. How? He didn't fire the gun, which means that the soldier said it has to be lie. But it's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing it is in evidence. I know! I actually read it, and I thought that there's something wrong with that testimony that he put out. Come on. Come on, I got this. Alright then. It's all or nothing. Indeed. Come on, Ryunosuke. I just realized his ears are like balls. What the hell? Regulation of beefsteak. It's not this one. Not this either. The precise when firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's action with my own eyes. The black on the English pencil and from the back. Yeah. Wait. Let me present something to you here. Which clearly shows. Let me examine. The shot is on the front, right? Did not pass through the victim's body. So it has to be this. Which means I can present that. Yeah, you can present this here. It has to be this one. What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Pressing some photographic print in my mustache? Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here. What nonsense. What can a print possibly tell us? What we already know? Well, obviously, I know what I want to say. The words just won't come out of my mouth. Come on. Give me the option. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. What? What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at the photograph of the print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy with the photo. What? Sergeant Inosa? Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. Black uniform varsity cadet fired on the English civilian from the back, cowardly weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. Yes. But no, that just can't be. Because take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness testimony, the culprit shot the victim from the back. And that is obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Oh my god, what the hell? Did he just push that baby? What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it back down. Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm.